just a few miles from the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Today we've got a solid matchup in store in the NFC, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gutton, and Charles, kickoff moments away. Quickly, what are you watching in this one?
The offensive line for both teams, because both teams have a terrific pass rush. They've got to keep their passers upright. If they have a chance to do that, they can both thrive on offense and move the ball downfield.
Here's Cairo Santos now, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Tampa. Oh, able to avoid him. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. Leading them out is the Austin, Texas native at quarterback. It's Baker Mayfield.
And he's a guy who plays with a lot of emotion. He's learned how to channel it really positively, because when he throws the football downfield and makes a big play, he'll be the first guy downfield to celebrate with you. But also, when his team needs that confidence, when they need that jolt, they turn to him, and he's ready to provide it.
Baker going to throw this right away. And his first look is incomplete.
We'll have to see what kind of looks this defense is going to throw at him as this game moves along, but they're in a zone to start. I do think we'll see plenty of man coverage as we move along, but the first throw of this one, incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Baker going to give it to Irving. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
They'll take it past the 40 to the 41, second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 41, here's a 2nd and 7. Mayfield off the play fake. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains, because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
On 1st and 10, here's Irving. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Mayfield to throw it. Over the middle to Evans. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Mike Evans, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Buccaneers Buccaneers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Well, they spoke about the importance of getting off to a good start, and they're on their first drive, Charles, into the end zone for the touchdown.
And what an advantage for them. They're already clicking one drive in, didn't need to wait to get up to full speed. We had heard about the extra time they put in with each other, trying to learn each other's skills, what they liked, the whole deal, and it paid off early in this one. I would expect them to keep firing on the next drive and keep that connection going.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure. And he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
Looking to put a drive together. First carry for DeAndre Swift. And we'll get this up just shy of the 30.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
From the 29, here's the 2nd and 5. Throwing is Williams. That's complete to his rookie second-round pick. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's a gain of 35.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop it. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
On play action, here's Williams. He'll get this off to Swift. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
To the left side, into the hands of Odunze. And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. 1st and 10. They'll run with the Rutgers man, Kyle Monangai. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Running is Monangai. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Williams going to sneak it. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Give him 2 on the play there. And the Bears are set up now, 1st and goal.
It's been a good drive so far. They just wanted to keep it going, so they call low-risk, low-reward play. No one's worried about picking up big yardage here. Quarterback sneak, keep the chains moving, and pick up another first down.
Looking to throw is Williams. Touchdown, Bears! DJ Moore from 4 yards out. And the Bears respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Well, Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. And it concludes with a touchdown reception by DJ Moore. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw it one deep.
They go play action. Mayfield. He's got off. Called a gain of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Mayfield looks to throw. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one. That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now they go screen. It's complete. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. Now Mayfield. Into the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 38-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, It's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. Those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 56 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
When they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football, I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
From the gun, Mayfield. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Chris Godwin, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Bucs have taken the lead.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route run.
And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. And I think they're going to at least take a look at this. Is this a touchdown? That's the question. CD, what are they looking for here?
You just need any part of the football to break the plane. You don't need the whole football. It doesn't need to go over the entire white line. It's just that front part of the white line. And if you draw an imaginary plane going straight up, that's what they need to cross.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So take away the touchdown. The officials rule he did not get the football to break the plane. Irving. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 7-7, our score after one. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football as they come up now 2nd and goal. Mayfield. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Bucky Irving, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Bucs are going to take the lead. And there was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
McLaughlin for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He was 4-4 on that opening drive, including the touchdown pass, as he'll try again here to duplicate that success, starting with a first down. They'll fake the give. Now Williams. He'll get this complete downfield to commit. And all the way down to the 29. A huge play there for Chicago. 42 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Let's just call it as we just saw it right there, a breakdown defensively. Seems like no one went with the tight end, and no one really did. Had all sorts of space in the middle of the field. Yeah, everyone else was covered, but he was not. Big play results.
On the ground, it's Monangai. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Coming in to put a lick on it was Levante David.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. To throw, it's Williams. He's got this complete to Burden. Only able to gain a couple there. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. To the air, Williams. That is caught. Touchdown. Luther Burden, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears are an extra point away from drawing level. Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open in the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
Santos now to add the PAT. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So that drives 7 plays in length. And the end result is a Bears touchdown. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Well, time to get another look at this Buccaneer offense. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Once again, it's Irving. Pushes him over. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 69 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. The running game fully in sync, 1-11 on that play.
And sometimes it comes from the offensive coordinator, understanding what he thinks the defense is going to do and dialing up the perfect play. Sometimes the quarterback, though, can look at the defense, realize he needs to change it to a run, and that gets it done in a big way as well.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll make it second down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Throwing, Mayfield. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go down at the 28. 7 yards there and a first down.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
2nd and 10. And again, it's Mayfield. Throw out right. It's brought in by Otten. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
That's good. We're on first down. First and goal at the 9-yard line.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Here's White. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets him down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Now they send a running back in motion right. To throw, Mayfield. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Cade Otten with an amazing diving catch. And the Buccaneers have taken the lead. Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball? Or are we cool to do it here in football, partner?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary, or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going. I think they'll continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. get this out to the 25. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive if they watch the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
To throw, Williams. Open man down the field. That's a Dunze. Down the left sideline. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Roma Dunze. 76 yards. And the Bears are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. Now the point after try for Santos. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10 right at the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. A shotgun handoff here to Irvin. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Here's Mayfield. Evans has it left side. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at their 48-yard line.
This 2nd and 4. Mayfield to throw it. Martin brings it in over the middle. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 32-yard line. Godwin, the motion man. Mayfield now. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Mayfield with it once more. He's got his target. That's complete. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
Buccaneers, 1st down. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bucs will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. So the numbers are starting to pile up here early on. We have yet to reach halftime, yet that is already now 4 touchdown passes. McLaughlin now to add the PAT. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's Mike Evans who caps it with a touchdown reception. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Bears offense and Caleb Williams set to go to work once more. And he's done everything you could have asked for coming in. He's spread it around. He hasn't taken many chances. And he's potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone to potentially tie this game up. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it'll be second down.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Looking to throw is Williams. There's a short one caught by Loveland. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
Not too many teams will use a first-round pick on a tight end, so you know that when one does, he's got to be pretty darn special.
A small example of why they took him in the first round there. Nice little catch and run to get the good yardage.
Throwing is Williams. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Here's Williams. To the right side, and he's got more complete. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside. And let's see, the Bucs with 6 DBs, so a dime set here on third down. From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Williams now. A final shot before break. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And this one is incomplete. So halftime straight ahead. It is time to join our good friend Scott Hanson. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you. Welcome in, everyone. Scott Hanson here on the 5th floor studios. A little abridged version of the halftime report here, as both defensive coordinators might be having speaks with their players. That begs the question, can any defense get a stop in the second half? To find out, let's go back out to the stadium and join our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Scott, great work as always. We'll see what the second half brings here. These two defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads at intermission. These offenses, they have had their way so far. McLaughlin now to kick this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Ball start. Offense.
Penalty accepted, and that pushes him back 5.
Still first down.
The false start backs him up 5. First and 15. Working out of the gun, Williams. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And that one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. Following the interception, they're set up nicely here, already inside the red zone, knocking on the door, if you will. First and 10. So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10. Evans comes in motion right. They run out of the gun with Irvin. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. No sweat from Montez Sweat that time as he makes that stop look easy.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Mayfield looks to throw. And a catch right side by Evans. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Mayfield. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. From the gun, Mayfield. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
A gain of 1 yard on the play. It's now 3rd and goal.
Now Mayfield. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the 1st down.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
After the made field goal, here's McLaughlin back out there to kick it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Onto the field now come the Bears. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. On play action, here's Williams. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. To throw, it's Williams. He'll get this into the hands of the Doomsday. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he has to get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's second down and 2. They'll run Monungai. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Kyle Monungai, 27 yards. And the Bears have got it back to within a score.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
Santos now to add the PAT. And the lead is down to a field goal now. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And the last play, a really nice run that culminated in the touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Buccaneers offense and their running back, Bucky Irving, getting ready to go back to work. And you have to imagine this defense saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the 3rd quarter. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Straight ahead, it's Irving. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. DeMarco Jackson, the man to bring him down defensively. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Throwing, Mayfield. A quick hitter, complete. It's Evans. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
If you're a wide receiver and they call a screen pass, you're counting on some people being out in front of you blocking. But that play was well diagnosed by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, and they got there and swarmed and finished off the play.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And the Bears take over. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown
On their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Levante David in on the tackle.
At the 17-yard line.
They work now on 2nd and 9. From the gun, here's Williams. He'll try and do this himself. Oh, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
He certainly did his best to find something on that run, but there just wasn't enough time to make it happen. Nice effort there, avoiding the sack and getting back to the line of scrimmage. That one certainly could have ended up worse.
3rd and 9 here. To throw, Williams. And incomplete on the deep ball. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Here comes the Bears punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10 at about the 32. On the ground, it's Irving to start the drive. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 75 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
To throw, Mayfield. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And Godwin going to have a Bucs 1st down as he's up past the 45-yard line. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
A run up the middle with Irvin. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. It's Dominic Robinson who comes in and makes a play. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Here's Mayfield. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down, that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled it.
Receiver, that's Ibuka. They'll give him 4 yards there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
But there wasn't much there with that hitch route. They didn't gain what they expected. But sometimes when you call a hitch, you really don't have an alternate to go to. You don't have a second route to throw it to. So sometimes you have to rifle in there and hope for the best.
Mayfield to throw it. Work in the middle of the field. Oh, no, he lost the football. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 12-yard line. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp.
And in for the Buccaneers, touchdown. Booker, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Bucs will add to their fourth-quarter lead. And that's certainly an important touchdown there. It makes this a two-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that could win the game for us.
McLaughlin for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Chicago offense set to get started. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give them a lot of confidence to help turn things around. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. To the air, Williams. Open man down the field. That's a Dunze. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. From the 46, here's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Oh, Dunze wide open. It's complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 27-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
First down. A gain of 27 on the play. First down.
You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Here's Monunga. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly. And that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Looking to throw is Williams. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Throwing is Williams. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. 15 yards there for number 15.
A gain of 15 yards. That's another Bears.
And a two-score game, obviously. Every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Bears. Cole Kmet from 10 yards out. And the Bears have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Now the point after try for Santos. And the lead is down to a field goal now. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it was all capped off by Cole Kmet with a touchdown catch. The touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And they're going to have terrific field position as they finally get to him, but just shy of the midfield stripe. The Bucs offense and veteran receiver Mike Evans headed back onto the field. And he's had some kind of game. They made it a point to get him involved early, and it has paid giant rewards to this stage of the game. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that will bring up 2nd down.
At the Bears' 46-yard line.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Looking middle, and he's got Ibuka. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Here's a handoff to Irving. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 88 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground, keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Godwin, the motion man. And they'll fake it on the jet sweep, but instead a handoff up the middle. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 6. Mayfield now. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. He's been the go-to guy, and they needed a big play there on third down. Went his way, it worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Handoff running left, Irving. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
7 yards left for second down. Ball at the 10. Mayfield looks to throw. And he pulls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Sterling Shepard from 10 yards out. And the Buccaneers are able to stretch out their lead. So add another one into the touchdown column. What a game. That is now 6 touchdown passes for him so far in this one. McLaughlin now to add the PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Bears offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes the right read seemingly every time. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Working out of the gun, Williams. There's a short one caught by Loveland. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. It's almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
Here comes second down. Here's Williams. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. They'll run here with Monangai. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They'll come up now, 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, Williams. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
Work to do here with a crowd at fever pitch. 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. Williams. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Here we go. This is 4th down. They'll go. Here's Williams. Pass caught by Burden. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Bucs have just about wrapped up the victory. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Irving. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
At the 39-yard line.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try and run here with Irving. They'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
Well, the punt team and Vernon out there as he gets this one away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. So now the Bears down by 10, 25 seconds remaining. It's an extremely tall order in front of them, but they've got the ball with a 1st down. Williams throwing to start the drive. Williams looking to do it himself. And he's going to pick up a 1st down here as that clock continues to run.
13 yards on the play. That's good for the Bears. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Bucs are winners here as we say so long from Tampa.